and welcome to another episode of From the Script to the Screen, DandaDan Edition. Episode 6 of Season 2 is out now, so as always, you guys already know, gotta give a shout out to the creator and artist, Yukinobu Tatsu, as well as the studio, Science Saru. And another phenomenal episode. I'm stamping this as one of my favorite animes. Every single episode is filled with fun and adventure, and I seriously appreciate the studio for doing such great work. Episode 6 covered chapters 52, 53, and most of 54, leaving just a couple pages off. And a pretty laid back episode this week. Once again, we know that the gang is trying to recover from the ordeal they went through at the volcano village and are trying to figure out how to deal with this evil eye situation. Something that blew my mind this week was how amazing the concert sounded. Miss Ayase's grandmother hired some people that were supposed to help her perform an exorcism on Evil Eye. And this performance was phenomenal. It reminded me of Metallica's Saint Anger. Crazy drum pattern, crazy guitar. I absolutely loved it. But we did see just how compassionate Gigi is. We know that he ended up getting pretty close to Evil Eye, and he found out some of his history. It appeared that Evil Eye was just shunned from his fellow villagers. I thought he was playing a trick and he actually lied about that, but it appears to be true, and it's what's making Gigi not want to get rid of him. So now, hopefully, just like everybody else, he'll be able to control a spirit and use their powers. And speaking of everybody, we did get to see just how close the kids are becoming. Hence the name of the episode, We Became a Family. And I do gotta admit, I wanted to use the panel of the performance from my favorite panel of the week, but I'll show it to you guys real quick. So shout out to the creator. I thought the panel looked great and I had to show y'all. But I will say, to keep it on the characters that we're used to, my official favorite panel of the week. It was nice to see them all spending time together. I thought it depicted just how close they're all becoming. We saw that Okarun had a conversation with Gigi, explaining how Miss Ayase's grandmother didn't want any type of repayment, just wanted Okarun to pay the compassion forward, which is why he's so determined to help Gigi. And for the rest of the episode, we just get a couple funny scenes with the kids back at school. We know that Miss Ayase and Ara, even though they get along, are always bickering at each other. Something else that I found hilarious. And we get some more funny scenes at the end because we see that Miss Ayase's friends end up tricking Okarun. Ayase got a job to try to help out with some of the home expenses. And you could say it's a little bit embarrassing if you're not used to the limelight. And so we see that when Okarun steps into the restaurant, it's an awkward situation. But I'm looking forward to some more funny scenes next week. That's right where they leave us. But until next time, as always, let me know what you guys thought about the episode. And to the manga readers, let me know what you guys thought about the adaptation. Till next time. Peace.